The Danube is the largest and longest river in Hungary. Slowly and sluggishly it wends its way across the plains, forms islands, breaks through mountain ranges, and passes idyllic villages and impressive cities. Like no other river, the Danube has dominated the history of Hungary. 2,000 years ago it formed the frontier of the mighty Roman Empire in this part of the world. Research on the Roman frontier, the so-called Danube Limes, has a long tradition in Hungary. Thanks to this research, many scientific findings about the Roman Empire and its neighbouring peoples have been revealed.
Die Sarmaten und manche germanische Stämme und dann andere.
The Sarmates and some other Germanic tribes, and finally the Huns, approached this region in waves from the east. On the one hand, they wanted to live in the empire, become Roman citizens, and on the other hand, they wanted to attack the empire and carry away as much loot as possible.
Und so viel Beute wie möglich wegzunehmen.
The danger of invasions was always very high along the Pannonian Limes. In modern-day Hungary, 2 legionary fortresses and numerous forts have been discovered on the frontier line. When following the course of the Danube, many remains of Roman frontier monuments can be found. The finds from the former legionary fortress of Brigezio are particularly worth seeing. The museum in Komárom has impressive wall paintings on display, as well as finds from the former fort and its civilian settlement. Further downstream, fortlets and watchtowers controlled the border along the river. The late Roman fort of Tokod is very well preserved and still visible today. The town of Esztergom on the Danube was also the location of a Roman fort which overlooked the river. After Esztergom, the Danube wends its way through a forested mountain range. The Danube knee is a special place, rich in history. The Romans also left their traces here. Archaeologists have been able to excavate watchtowers and also a small fort near Visegrad and to carry out detailed research. At the Danube knee, the river turns to the south and reaches Budapest, the Hungarian capital, after approximately 40 kilometers. This is where the former legionary fortress of Aquincum was situated. It housed more than 5,000 troops. A gate and the fort's military bathhouse are still visible today. In front of the fort's gates there was an amphitheatre where gladiator contests and animal fights took place. Parts of the civilian settlement, the Roman town of Aquincum, can be seen in an open-air museum. Roman finds are also exhibited in the Hungarian National Museum. Opposite Aquincum, on the other side of the Danube, were Trans and Contra Aquincum. These 2 fortlets probably served as bridgeheads. One of the best researched forts on the Hungarian Limes is Intercisa. The remains of this fort are located in the modern-day city of Dunai, and the remains are open to visitors. The Interseason Museum is home to a wide variety of Roman objects from the Limes sites in this region. On the lower Danube in Hungary, you can also find forts and watchtowers at regular intervals. North of Poksh, on a plateau, the Roman frontier fort of Lusonium has been excavated. From here the Romans had great views deep into Barbaricum. In Poksh, a museum displays objects that were found in the Roman settlement. On a hill in the modern-day village of Dunăsecce there was also a Limes fort. In the hinterland of the fort lay the Roman town of Sopiane, today known as Pécs. The archaeological museum and a special exhibition of tombs are reminders of the town's Roman past behind the frontier of the Imperium Romanum. Hungary's Roman history is important. The Roman monuments along the Hungarian Limes are witness to our common European history, and therefore deserve our special attention. Hungary is making great efforts to protect and preserve the Danube Limes. In the near future, the Limes in Hungary could be nominated a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Selbstverständlich, der Donau Limes ist sehr wichtig für Ungarn und
Of course, the Danube Limes is very important for Hungary, and we are also interested not only in nominating the Hungarian part, but also the Limes everywhere, in Europe, in the Near East and in Africa.
The frontiers of the Roman Empire are the common heritage of 3 continents. Everybody and every country has the chance to raise awareness of this common past and to protect and present its remains.